What is a home inspection and why is it important? Home buying is a process and it has a lot of moving parts. One of the major parts and critical parts is home inspection, and today I'm going to talk about just that. If you're new to the channel, my name is Faiza Saleem and I am your real estate agent right here in Markham. On this channel, we talk about living, eating, sleeping, playing, working in Markham, Ontario and the surrounding areas of York region. If you find any value in this video, all I ask is you hit that like button so more people like you can benefit from this information. Okay, so you are buying a house, you got under contract, you have a condition on your agreement of purchase and sale that you will get a home inspection done. What is a home inspection? Home inspection is a visual inspection that will identify any major problems within the house and get an idea of what's involved in fixing those major issues. Not everyone buys a brand new house. You don't know what kind of work was done to renovate the house, and most importantly, who did the work. Your house won't be in perfect condition and you need to know what you're getting yourself into. Home inspection is also a huge learning opportunity. When you buy any sort of machine, you get a big manual. When you buy a house, you don't get any of that. So the home inspection can be an introduction to your future house so that you know how to maintain it, and especially if you're a first-time home buyer, this can be especially important for you. Owning a house is a lot of work and properly taking care of it is the only way to maintain your investment. Keep in mind that the home inspector doesn't look behind the walls and under the floors, and yes, sometimes evil things are happening there. They're not a specialist and often they recommend further inspections like termite or environmental inspection. When they suspect that there could be any other issues, they recommend accordingly. Home inspections do not look for compliance with the building code or bylaws. They might make recommendation, but that's about it. Home inspections are not mandatory in Ontario, but they are very highly recommended. There is no legal requirement. It is basically due diligence on your part to ensure that you are aware of any potential issues or repairs that may be needed. Inspectors typically focus on the overall condition of the property, including the structure, the electrical, the plumbing, the HVAC system. However, if there are any additional assessments, they'll recommend you again, such as mold testing, radon testing, or pest inspection. Alright, now let's talk about the process. Where do you find a home inspector? Generally, your realtor can provide you with a good inspector that they've worked with in the past, but if not, consider finding someone who has experience and has some good reviews. Speak with a few to make sure that they can take a look at the entire aspect of the house, from the roof to the pool to the entire interior and exterior. Even though the inspector does not have to be licensed in Ontario, but it is very highly recommended that you hire a licensed inspector. The next most important thing is the timing. Your contract will specifically say how much time you have to say yay or nay to the property. Usually it's about 5 business days and your home inspection needs to be done within that time frame. This is something very important to keep in mind because you will be coordinating multiple schedules. Your schedule, the inspector's schedule, as well as the seller's schedule. The seller is required to make the home available for your inspection, but sometimes there may be circumstances where the seller can't accommodate you. So make sure that you're trying to get the inspection on the calendar as soon as you possibly can. Now let's talk about how does this all work. The inspection takes anywhere between 2 to 3 hours. It is highly recommended that you're there, but that being said, a good rule of thumb is to let the inspector do his inspection first. Their job is to identify every detail of this house and make sure they are extremely thorough, looking at everything from light switches to the attic to the appliances and everything interior and exterior. This process takes time. They are going to be taking photos of any issues that they see. They will be making a report. Once the inspector is finished, you and your real estate agent will meet at the property to have the inspector walk you through the entire house, show you all of the findings from the inspection, And the inspector will be extremely thorough because they have seen everything. They'll be able to show you what they found, whatever they noted. You can also take advantage of asking them questions about where the main water shutoff is or the gas shutoff, and just things that you would want to know about the house in general. You will receive a copy of this report, which is probably going to be 80 pages long. And as much as that sounds scary, it's totally normal. That's a lot of information collected during the inspection process, and it will be in a report format, including photos of the house, including photos of the issues that are being noted. Based on this report, you have the opportunity to either walk away from the house or ask the seller to either repair those issues or provide a credit. This is a negotiable process which your realtor will help you do. If the seller agrees to repair whatever the issues are, then make sure that you are looking at that the repairs are done at your final walkthrough before the closing. On the other hand, if you receive credit, at least you know what items you can address once you move in. All of that being said, do keep in mind that home inspections do not provide a pass or fail grade. Inspections are meant to provide information about the property's condition, allowing the buyer, you, to make an informed decision. So if you're thinking about starting the home buying process but don't know where to start, check this video where I go in detail about the home buying 101. Also, check the description below. There's a link there to set up a discovery call with me. We can talk about your needs and wants and go over the entire home buying process in detail. Thank you for watching this video. Until next time, I'll see you around town.